All right, I'm back. Let's go ahead. Another marker in place just for starting here and switch over to main. All right. Welcome everybody. Hoping you're having a great Friday so far. Oh, that is a bit large for the Zilbicam. Let's maybe drop that down a little bit. Also, I think Zilbicam can move backwards. And the Stack It game needs to move up. Lord Bizd, hello! How are you doing today? Alright, got all that going. I think we're ready to get started. So I am working today on the splash screen. So for today, I've already created a branch. I think we're all good to go for just getting this done. We created, I believe, a plan for this, which is in the issue. We want to basically have a new state starting soon, and then we're going to display the starting soon and like the timer on the right, and then everything begins after that. So in here, if we go to our running state, we're going to add a new one, starting soon. Okay, so if we're playing, so is game over, playing false, or running state starting soon is false. Where are we doing a match here? Oh, we're doing a match and update. So, okay, we have playing, so we might as well start this over here. Running state, starting soon. In starting soon, we're gonna want to update. Well, I'm not exactly sure what we want to update yet. Probably the interface, but let's now set, so when we create new, our player state, instead of playing, this is going to be starting soon. And then down in draw, we're also going to want to basically match on this and draw some stuff out based upon what state we're in. Although I think a lot of this is so credits. I don't think we have any state checks in here. So what I can do is if let actually we can use that matches macro, can't we? So if matches running state starting soon, and then the other one is self dot running state. Why are you not? Okay, I'm not using this correctly. Where's the other place we use it? Oh, nowhere else here. We use matches somewhere in this project, I know. Right here. Yeah, okay. Oh, does it require... Did I do it backwards? Oh, hey. Come on up. Zilby's at my feet, who is just pawing as if he wanted to jump up. Come on. He's been very shy about jumping recently. I haven't seen him like miss any bigger jumps. It just sort of feels like he hasn't been taking jumps that I know he can take. I've been trying to play with him to like hold his toys above him to like make him jump a little bit higher. And he's been able to do that. There you go. Good job. Oh, he's in a playful mood right now. We have Zilby. Okay. Actually, all the toys I moved into the other room the other night. So I could go grab one of them, give them to him. That would keep him busy a little bit. Maybe I'll do that. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Oh, or he'll just leave. All right, well, in that case. Okay, so let's try this instead. So we're essentially going to do if matches running state, then the state. So the self dot running state, starting soon. How about you? Do you like that more? Oh, you do. Okay. All right, so if we're in starting soon, then we want to draw whatever the starting soon is. We should probably, so it could be part of the interface, but I think this might be best to just be its own thing. What would that be? I guess we could just start right here. I think we're just gonna have like a starting soon, like text. So maybe we'll call this like the splash screen. So splash RS. All right, so now we can do a hub. Does this need to be, yeah, okay, so we need to be a struct splash, so we can store the text here. So we know that we're gonna have our text, there's gonna be a type text. And besides that, I don't know exactly what I want to do with this. Guess we'll create a new here. Okay, so with new, I don't think I need to take anything in, but we're going to return a self. And so I guess we'll start, okay, we'll start with let mute. Our text is going to be equal to text new. We'll just do starting soon for right now. Then we want to update it. So we're going to do text dot set font. We're going to need a font. We'll use the default. For the font scale, we're going to need a scale. And we'll want a uniform, and to set it to something like 100. And we're going to want a location. So location, which is going to be a 0.2. Yeah, 0.2. Okay, so for our location, we're going to want to put it in a center. Well, not quite the center, right? We're going to need the arena size. Which is a tuple of F32 and F32. So we want the center of the arena. So that location is going to be equal to 0.2 new. We're also going to want the size of this, so that text size equals text dot dimensions. Okay, so I forgot we're going to need context too. You in. Okay. So, based upon this, Raven Legend, hello. Good morning. All right, so based upon our location, for the X coordinates, we want it to be in the middle of the arena. So it's going to be the arena size .0 divided by 2.0 minus half of the width of the text. So text size .0 divided by 2.0. And then the Y, we're going to do the exact same thing. So this is going to be the arena size .1 divided by 2.0 minus arena size .1, no, text size .1 divided by 2.0. Okay, so that should give us where the location is going to be, and then we're going to return self with the text and the location. All right, what are you upset about? Not having a comma. Oh, and you are U32s. Can I do this here? Oh, I can. Okay, so I can do a single. No, I can't. And as expression commonly. Okay, so I can't actually do that at this point in time. As F32, as F32. Okay. All right, no errors here. This means I can create a new splash screen in our main library. And that's going to happen right at the beginning. So in our new game state, we want to create a splash screen here. So splash is going to be a type splash. Okay, so that splash equals splash new. All right, so we want the arena size. Do we have the arena size? So we have the full screen size. And I think interface, we have like the interface width. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do the screen size .0 minus and this is going to be the interface dot width. I think that's how that's what that one was. We can go take a look at interface. We have width. I think that must be what it is, because I'm not seeing. Yeah, okay. Because width is an instruction image dot width dot int. Okay, so that's what that is. Rave Majum Fake redeemed change music station. It's been a while since we've had that. So this is the soundtrack by Twitch that I'm using. You added some settings to your snake game for snake speed and the size of each tile. Oh, so it can be like a big snake, and like a big arena. Ooh, that sounds nice. Is it settings where like you set at the beginning, or does it increase in speed? Let's see. Let's try. So we're on lo-fi. I haven't really looked through like all the different, like this is the stations that apparently I can get. So let's try electronic. See how that is. Okay, where was it? This was interface down here. Okay, so we have the screen size 0 minus interface dot width, and then for the right one, it's just going to be screen size dot 1. And then we also have to pass in the context, and that gives us a splash, which we're going to use here. Slash splash. Okay, no errors anymore. All right. Oh, you want to change the music station. Raven, where do you want to change it to? I'll wait until the song ends, but. You saw the choices that we have, which is not very many. I have electronic dance, rap, and lo-fi hip hop beats. I might try one of the other ones. One of the ones we haven't listened to before. Something else I added this tab minimized low volume, thought my computer was glitching. Yeah, this song is a little bit strange. All right, so now I have this splash here, and that means down in draw. We probably want to put this. Oh no, okay, this will be at the top. So if we're in the starting student state, let's go ahead and self.splash.draw. You're going to be upset because there is no draw in here. You ended. Let's try a different one. Try dance, but we'll see if it's too high energy. Also lower the volume just a little bit. What? Words? No. I think that's why I like lo-fi, is because it like doesn't have any words. What else do we have? Float. Transcend your stream with these peak, instrumental, and ambient tracks. I don't know if that's right. Oh, these are different. Okay, there's playlists that other streamers have created. Yeah, let's try just chilling. Oh, come on. I want no words. That was one thing I really liked about Pretzel, is Pretzel had the ability, like a setting on it to say like no words at all, what all. Like just make sure it's just the instrumentals. And I wonder if I'll need to I don't want to have to like set something else. Raven Legend, you gotta go. See me in a future stream. All right. Have a great rest of your day, Raven Legend. And have a great Friday. All right, I'm gonna go back to this. All right, so with that being done, okay, so we need a draw in here. So we know that this is gonna be. I don't know if this is gonna need to be mute self, so we're just gonna make it self. We're gonna need to take in context, and we're gonna have to return a game result. With nothing in it. And so then in here, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do a graphics draw. Pass it in that context. Okay, so pass in a reference to the drawable. So this is gonna be self.text. And then any draw params. So this will be a draw param. New gives it the default. And then .dest allows us to do self.location to change its location. And they're going to return the result of this draw. Ooh, I didn't have. Okay, so that makes you happy. Except over here in library, for our draw, we need to pass in the context. And I think that's it. Yeah. So let's see if this draws out. Now we have no way for like changing that state yet, but yeah, that's a problem for another time. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we have starting soon. We have our little guy here, which probably means we don't want to draw this until the starting soon happens. So let's add this guy. So what does that mean? In the main library here, we have this if matches. I think we should actually convert this to a match. So we want a match on self.running state. And so if we have running state starting soon, we're going to do this. Otherwise, so running state plain, we're going to do, okay, so we want loop through all the game object. Okay, so we want all the game objects to draw. The interface should draw regardless. Our FPS. Oh, this is our timer. Oh, this is just printing what our frames per second are. We don't need you at all. Oh, and the credits drawing. Yeah, so that can be as part of this here. So if we're in running state, let's see, what is this? I guess it's gonna be like player one or chat one. So player one or running state chat one. Then we want this to happen. Okay, so I think that makes that a little bit easier to see. So let's try this again. All right, so now we have our starting soon. It's right in the middle of this arena here. We still have the interface, so you can still sort of like prepare what you're doing, but we can also see that this isn't updating at all. We're no longer drawing this, which means we don't even want to create this unless we're in unless when we start the plain state. That's what it is. When we switch over to the starting the plain state. So let's actually change that. Let's create, okay, so we have game time duration, and then let's do another const. This is gonna be a sort of like starting soon. Maybe splash duration. Okay, so from seconds, let's do this as 30 seconds, I think, would be good enough for this. I do have the low latency mode turned on, but that I've noticed that even when streamers have that on, it really is dependent upon internet connection, whether or not like my internet has sort of hitched a little bit. I'm on fiber, so normally it's really good. Just every once in a while it sort of hitches with no reason whatsoever. Which might actually be Twitch's servers. I'm not exactly sure. Or of course it could be a computer. Like I have an extremely old iPad that I use to watch other people's streams on, and it just gets behind on its own. All right, so we want to create a new timer block. So that's right here. So in our timer block, I want this to be so draw tire system. Okay. So timer draw system, that's fine. Timer size is fine. The physics system is fine. Okay. Game time is actually not going to be game time, but rather the splash duration. Everything else should be the same. And that adds that in. Okay, so then what I want to have happen is at the end in update. So this is if we're in starting soon, we want the interface to update. Pass the context and the player's life left, which I think this is self dot. Oh, we can just set this to be something like hardcode like 3. Do I have like starting? Oh, lives. Yeah, I do. Okay, lives like that. So I wonder if this is kind of gonna work. It is. And this is running a little bit faster. So, well, yeah, I think that's 30 seconds. I have an alarm. I have a timer here that I can use. For 30 seconds. It doesn't feel like it's 30 seconds, but we'll find out. I'm a little behind on my watch, but we'll see. If it's close, then that's fine. About halfway done? Yeah, okay. I think this is right. So that works automatically. But what happens when it starts sliding? It's not actually going to be done. So we need to know when that finishes. So how is that happening? In the interface, are we taking a look at our timer? No, I want to say that our timer, so our physics, our timer physics, It's velocity y. Set to that. When we create this new, our velocity y figures out what the pixels per second should be. Okay, so it just works on its own. So I'm gonna need to, out of here, figure out what the timing is for like when that ends. Which I suppose I could do here in Splash. I could have a function for like, are we done waiting? And as soon as we create this, that starts, that's sort of like a, oh, is it like finished at? Which could be an instant. Okay. So finished at could be an instant. So we want the time, essentially just the duration is going to be up, which is going to be a duration. So finished at is going to be an instant now plus the duration. I think that works. And then we'll store you. So then we can have another function here to determine if we're now past that duration. And if we are, return true, otherwise return false. And then that way in our update, I can check to see, hey, are we done with the splash screen? And if we are, switch to playing. Okay, so we need a new function in here. So is done, essentially. Oh, we're not going to have an update. I don't think we have to have an update for this because this is really just like a moment in time. So every time we run this, we check to see, hey, is our moment in time? Are we good to go now? So we're going to turn a Boolean. And so we're going to return is instant now. Now, okay. So if that's greater than or equal to self.finished at, that's what we're going to return. So then in our, back to our library, splash new. Okay, so we need to pass in the splash duration here. Okay, so that will make you happy. Then to update, so here's our starting soon. We don't need an update necessarily to like run an update on the splash screen, but we do need to run that function to say, okay, if self dot splash dot is done. So if we're done, if this is yes, then we want to say self dot running state is now going to be playing. And that's pretty much it. Like that will stop it from drawing, that will switch over. All right, let's see if that works. So at the end of this 30 seconds, let's see if our starting soon goes away and the player comes back. I suppose this will, like when we play, also give me the time to really introduce what's happening instead of having to do that in like the first few seconds of the game. Hey, there we go, and it works, and everything plays as expected. Okay, I like it. Oh, I didn't check if any of the drops working. I think they probably are. Let's see. What else do we want? Oh, the new interface. We need a timer to be created as soon as we switch over, which that's going to be done right here. So like as soon as the splash is done, we need to recreate a new timer. Right here. So recreate another timer block. Right here. So let's see what we got. This probably could be a function on its own. Kind of like the idea of that, because this is kind of messy. Yes, let's turn this into a function. Right here. All right, so this will be a private function. Create timer. This isn't going to take self in. We're going to return I think it's just a game object. Yeah, it's just a game object. And so then I can come up here to create timer block. I don't want to add it to anything. I just want to return it. So we're going to take you, cut you out, put you in here. All right, so what do we need in here? We need the screen size. We also need context. Okay, so timer draw system. Right. Oh, you are actually returning. What are you returning? A result, timer draw system. Okay, do I need... game object? Okay, so now you're just yelling this that we're not returning this at the end. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to return, okay, and this is going to be the timer game object. All right, so that makes you happy. All right, frame rate target as an F32. So where are you coming from? So we have this frame rate target equals 60. This feels like it should really be a constant here. What type are you? You're a U32. Okay, so you're a 60. You can go away then. Okay, So interface, right? We don't really need to store you anymore. Okay, so framework target, this is going to be a framework target. Framework target. All right, so then it's just these two places that are airing out. All right, so we have interface. So we have to pass in a reference to interface to get the, well, do we? Is this, you know, there's only one place where you need the interface width. So we need the interface width being passed in here. Which we know is an F32. So you can do that. All right, so you're happy now. So you're taking, okay, now this is taking splash duration, and we want this to be dynamic, so we should pass this in. This is going to be the duration, which is a duration. So you can be duration here. Oh, I don't need to set you. There you go. All right, so that makes you happy. We can come back up here. Let's now create this. So let timer game object equals self create timer. Okay, so we have screen size. Which is right there, so we have that. Our context we have. Interface width. So we have the interface here, so we can just do interface dot width. And then the duration is going to be our splash duration. And then at the end here, we need to question mark and semicolon that. And that gives us, oh, it can't be, it wants to be a game result out of here. Can I do a game result instead of an error? Create timer. Let's try a game result with the, I guess like a game object. Okay, you're still happy here. And then you're going to be a happy up here too. All right, so here's where we're creating a game. We have a game object. We throw that in here. Everybody's happy. Perfect. And then that means down here, first of all, unused result. Okay, so can I do that? That makes you happy. When splash is done, then, oh, you aren't happy. Okay, so couldn't report. What type of result are you? Is just a normal result? I'll have to go take a look at that. See what exactly it's returning. Okay, so here in splash is done. I want to create the timer and append that to the game the game, the interface. Append that to the interface. So we're going to do let timer equals self, and this is actually going to be a self create timer. All right, so we need the screen size. It's actually needed a couple different places somewhere. Where's screen size needed over here? Oh, it's part of self. So we could do self.screenSize. Self.screenSize. Context we have interface width. This can be self.interface.width. And then we have our duration, which is going to be the game time. And then with this, we can question mark that. That works because of the same type of game result coming out of there. We have our timer, and then we want to say interface dot interface dot add game object. Oh, it's self to interface. Self dot interface dot add game object, and this is going to be our timer. So I think this is going to create the new time, like a new timer for us as soon as the game starts for real. So let's go ahead, wait our 30 seconds, and see if that happens. Oh, and the game plays, and now we're going on a 120-second timer, and it's working just perfectly. So I should be able to change these numbers up here and make them both end quicker. So if we do splash duration, let's say we want this to be 10 seconds of splash duration, and then we want like 15 seconds of game time. So if I do that, and we replay this, we should be able to see the entire game end at like pretty much when we expect it to. So 10 seconds for this, that looks about right. And then that did not seem right. This line should be down at the bottom. Was that 15 seconds? I didn't check. Oh, that was 5 seconds in, I think. It was 5 seconds from the beginning of the game, and I really want it to be... Oh, okay, so somewhere in update. If we're playing, here we go. Okay, so game time left. Game time, okay, yeah. So we have this timer since start, and that's a problem. So we need to, instead of doing timer since start, we need to now replace that with like a timer, like game start time. It's like the actual game start time. So game start time is going to be an instant. Okay, so we have game start time here. Down in update, so instead of this timer. Then here, when splash is done, we add this in here. We're setting to playing. We also want to say self dot game start time is now going to be an instant now. Sort of reset that. Okay, where is this? Here it is. So you need to be as seconds. So that turns it into a duration. Okay, so time since start. Oh, okay. So I have the start time, and then I need now minus that to get the duration. Okay, so let's do let game time duration equals it's gonna be instant now minus self dot game start time. So what are you? You don't know what you are. If I now do this, game time duration as a U64. I wonder if that will work or no, it won't. Okay. Cannot subtract center time duration from U64. So I want you. Okay, so now game start time is an instant. So I have two instants. I think. There's like check subtract. Oh, there's a duration since and an elapsed. Okay, so I don't need do self dot game start time dot elapsed is a duration. Okay, so I could just do this here. Dot as sex. Like that. I don't need you anymore. And that should replace that entire thing. All right, let's try this again. So 10 seconds here, and then 15 seconds in the main game. Oh, this is looking much better. Hey, there we go. Okay, so that works out so much better. All right, I think that's it. The only thing that I could like potentially fix for it, like make that any better would be having like a green the life system, no, the draw system for the timer be green. And I think, do we have a draw system? We have a timer draw system. Okay, so timer color here is set like this. So instead of setting you here, we could have a color added in here, which is going to be a color. When we create a new system here, we're going to take in a F32, F32, F32 for the color. We should really just make this like red, green, blue. Whoa, what did I do here? Hold on. Outside of here, I really want, okay, so after context, let's go ahead and do red, green, blue. You are going to be F32, F32, F32. Okay, there you go. Now you're happy. So our timer color is going to be set to a, oh, I don't even need to set you as a color there. I don't need to store you in. This is just going to be a color new, and then we can hand it red, green, blue, and then 1.0 for the alpha. And so that gives us a color out of here. So then we're happy in this. If we go back to the library, we now need to add in a color for each of these. So let's do, we'll do a color for this one. So we'll do color, which is F32, 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 and pass in for the draw system color. Okay, so you're happy there. Now the places where I create this, so you're at the end, right? Yeah. So when we create the timer block at new, we want this to be green. So you're going to be 0.0 for red, 1.0 for green, 0.0 for blue. Okay, so that's you. Then down here, when I create a new color, oh, okay, so new timer here. This one we want to be red. So this is going to be 1.0, 0.0, 0.0. There we go with that. No errors. Let's go ahead and see if that works. Yep, so it's green for starting. And then it switches over to red for the ending. Oh, that's perfect. Excellent. And then the final thing here, Chantilly, good morning, hello. The final thing here is cleaning up these. So result. What kind of result are you? Let's go take a look at update. You're just a good old result, huh? Okay, you're not just a result, you're an error result. Why do I need that? Can you even error out? I see no reason why this couldn't be a game result like that, which will still be happy. Oh no, okay, so this is the problem. Okay, so you're a, because I have this question mark here. these game objects are errors, as in error. So back to this library here, I can't use a question mark because we're returning this game result as opposed to an error result. So we have to do a little bit of a conversion here, or handle it properly. So I could do an unwrap. I can do a match. I can do a if. Let's see, what are my choices here? I can extract the error. I don't want to unwrap the error because that means if it's okay, it's going to crash. So maybe let's do a little bit of a extraction here. Okay, so we're going to do a if error, pull the error out, equals to you. All right, so that's going to give us mismatch types, expected Boolean found. Oh, if let. Okay, so now we have this error report coming from here, and I want to return this, like we want the message coming back up to like the game result. So what can I do with this? Is there like an error message? I don't think I can do return error, error like that. I don't think that will be happy. It's a mismatch type, expected a game error, found this error report. Can I create a game error from, okay, so what can I do here? Error dot. So I can toString it. Okay, so I can toString this. What is game error expecting? So, game error. What are you expecting? So it's an enum. Oh, all the different types of errors. Yeah, like file system error. Oh, and I probably don't want to like create some other weird, like use one of these, even though they're strings. So I may want to print and panic at this point in time. So if we have this, we're going to do an ePrint line. So this is going to be error. Let's see, error. Updating the interface. Now what am I doing down here? Because I think in plain, we're updating the interface too, aren't we? Oh yeah, we're just doing this. We're just eprint line error updating game objects and interface. So if I'm doing this twice, like that, so save you. Lives left. Oh, right. Your lives. Okay, so game error, we don't need you anymore. All right, no errors, no warnings. Let's go ahead and play a game. So I'm gonna reset you to, let's do something like 25 seconds and splash duration. No, splash duration needs to be like 25 seconds. And you are 120 seconds. Okay. Then we can go ahead and run the game here. All right, so for those of you who haven't seen this, this game is played through chat. So you write chat commands like #fire, #word, #snake, and they're gonna drop down and try to hit me. I have until this timer bar, the red one, and reaches the bottom in order to like avoid and keep all of my lives. And I'm constrained to this arena, so I can't leave. Oh, I wasn't paying attention for a second. I was looking at okay. Lord Mist and Chantilly, you won. Then the game is going to end and everything is good. No warnings, no nothing else. Oh, perfect. Okay, excellent. Thank you, Chantilly and Lord Mist, for helping out with playing that. Let's go ahead and update you. All right, so what did we do here? We created starting soon screen that lasts for 25 seconds before starting the game. Okay, so we've got that commit. Oh, and I forgot, I want to amend that commit. I forget how to do that. Oh, right, I'm doing, it'll be easier to do as a pull request. So push that up. We'll pull request this in. So start pull request into here. Yeah, so this one includes the issue number for that. As we can see, 28 right here. So that will automatically sort of set that up for me. We'll then create this pull request. Go on GitHub. Then everything should be good here. We have the one commit. We have the 4 files changed. Nothing is any crazy here that I'm seeing. So some minor changes around. This was pretty big changes over here. All right. Can't review my own changes. So back to conversation. Let's merge into master. Okay, back to here. Gonna switch back to master. Pull these changes down. And we can do one final test. This should still work as expected. Let's see, not that one. I want you. I'm going to clean up some of these branches behind the scenes while this happens. So delete you. And delete you. All right, I think that's good. And then that means this this branch. Okay, so everything is still working good here. Get back over to issues and nope, wrong one. Here it is. Oh, you didn't catch the pull request in. Okay, you got that. Link pull request into that. So that's merged. But he didn't auto close the issue. Okay. Close the issue. And there we go. That's that is it for this. Perfect, perfect. We're getting closer and closer to release time. We have 5 open still. Oh no, that's not what I want. I want to look at you. So we still have these 5 issues, and oh, need to write fixes XXX. Oh, like fixes the number for that? Oh, okay, that's what I need to do. I always like thought that it would just like auto do that, but okay. Fixes XXX, perfect. Thank you so much, Dogweather, for that. Or resolves, fixes or resolves. Oh, that's perfect, thank you. All right, so it is 8:21. It's a little bit too late to start working on something new. I'm not gonna take something right this second, but maybe tonight I might sort of take a look through it. Otherwise, actually tomorrow is Saturday. I always take Saturday off. So the plan is that I'll be streaming again on Sunday morning. Sometime, I don't have a specific start time, and I usually let myself sleep in a little bit. So anytime between like 8 a.m. Mountain Time and like 12 or maybe even 1. It really depends. So if you want notifications for when I am going to go live, follow me here on Twitch, or you can follow me on Twitter. Or I guess you could join the Discord too, which I forgot to put up. Oh, this is, I forgot like everything, all this stuff up here. I don't want that to be smaller. I want a display to be smaller. Like that. I don't remember what I had it. Something like that. All right, that's what we're gonna do. All right, switch over to the ending screen. I sort of already gave the ending spiel. So I hope that you all have a great rest of your Friday and a great weekend. I'll either see you on Sunday or whenever the next time is. And so with that, have a great day and see you next time.